We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Did you miss us? Yes. Oh, don't do that. We are the Sam, Nicole, and Fifi show, and we are back. We are a dynamic mother-daughter duo, and we basically discuss all things love, life, and relationships, and a little bit of pop culture here on our show. So welcome to our channel. If you haven't seen any of our previous videos, please feel free to peruse our channel, look at some of our previous videos, let us know what you think about our various different topics. But for tonight's topic, Mom, what are we going to be discussing?
We are going to be discussing why do women take men back after they've cheated on them or disrespect them. And what prompted this topic was, of course, I follow Plies on Instagram.
And who is Plies for people who don't know?
He's a rapper.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Some people may not know who Plies is. He the guy who sings the song "She Is My Rock." Some
Right.
people may not know him.
Well,
I'm just
okay.
saying. Give
Everybody
some
know
context.
Plies, right?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to play what he posted on Instagram. I want you guys to hear this.
Listen, I'm speaking for me. Ladies, if I ever motherfucking cheat on you, don't motherfucking take me back. Don't take me back. Because all that meant was I ain't motherfucking deserve you. That's all that meant. I did not deserve you. Especially if I know you love me and you wasn't cheating on me. Because if you ever cheat on me,
Ladies.
ain't no motherfucking coming back. Ain't no bite, ain't no motherfucking front, ain't no motherfucking side to side, ain't nothing. You know? So, ain't no way I'm gonna run no motherfucking double standard. Cause if you were cheating on me, ain't no motherfucking way you loved me. Ain't no way.
He say, loved at me. Ain't no way you loved at me.
Okay, that's an interesting topic. I mean, for interesting thing for him to say, I'm surprised he would say something like that just from his music and what I know or what I think I know
And
about
it kind of
him.
makes you think like, okay, all right, so he's saying that, if I cheat on you, don't take me back because I ain't love you. So it's all about respect from the person that loves you. That's pretty much what he's saying.
So do you think there's like a double standard maybe?
I think it is a double standard.
Maybe with men, it's like a man is more so like, I'm not taking you back. I'm not putting up with a woman or anybody cheating on me. Whereas women, it's more like, okay, well, men, boys will be boys. He's a man. They mess up. So, let me try to make it work.
I think it is a double standard because I think that as women, we are so forgiving, and then we forgive for various reasons. Oh, I don't want to be with anybody else. I want to start a new relationship. He this, he that. I can't do this. I can't do that. We make all the excuses to stay. But with men, it's like their ego. It's an ego thing, It's more so of a manly ego thing. She cheated on me. Nah, man, I can't be with her no more. She cheated on me, and that's just disrespect right there. So, men look at it different than what we look at it. Women look at it, don't you think?
I do. I mean, based off of just like research and studies, typically they say when women cheat, it's more emotional versus when a man cheats, it's more physical. He's just looking for that,
right?
Physical pleasure. He's not really emotionally involved, whereas a woman, if she's cheating, it's probably because she's getting something emotional
that she's lacking
in her relationships, right? So I guess that's the reasoning behind why men take it so personal. Because for them it's just like, oh, it's sex, I do my thing, I get up and I leave. Whereas they view it when a woman cheats, it's more like a connection and it's a little bit more serious.
Right.
And the cheating, has a little bit more validity to it.
Right. That's true.
That's not always the case. Some women can cheat and not have any emotions tied to it.
Yeah, but just
modern woman.
Yep, it just depends on the woman. Exactly what she's looking for when she cheats.
Right.
If it's a need to be fulfilled, or if she's doing it, to be spiteful, to get back, from someone cheating on her. So it's various reasons why, but I just thought it was interesting that Plies says, don't take me back if I cheat on you.
And I think it's also Plies doing this little clip. You know, I think it shows that most men, they know right from wrong. And I think a lot of times as women, we like to give them an excuse like, oh, he don't know any better, he's a man. But most men, you know, they know right from wrong, and they know that they wouldn't want somebody doing to them what they do to women and to their partners.
Right.
So I think this was very telling and very profound, because it goes to show you that men understand respect.
Because when I heard this, I was like, oh, no, he did. All right. See, I knew I liked him. Right.
So it shows you, you know, a lot of times men will make excuses like, oh, it just happened, this and that. No, they know what they're doing very well, and they're very cognizant of their actions and, you know, of their behavior. And so, you know, we as women, we should hold them to a higher standard because they know right from wrong. I think a lot of times with men, you know, depending on the woman that they're with, a lot of times they do feel like it's okay to cheat because they know they can get away with it. You know, they know they'll be forgiven. I think a perfect example is from the show Black Ink Chicago, Don and Ashley. If anybody's familiar with that TV show,
now that's some
Black
serious
Ink Chicago on VH1. You know, Don, he has cheated on Ashley several times prior to their marriage. He's had an outside child while in a relationship with her, and then after they gotten married, he's cheated on her. Again, he's continued to cheat on her, and he may potentially have a second child outside of their relationship. Allegedly. So,
everything we say is
allegedly. So with that being said, it's just a pattern that I noticed within their you know, relationship, and it basically seems like all he has to do is just, you know, apologize profusely, you know, take her on a vacation, buy her nice stuff, and all will be forgiven. And he just cheats again and again and again. He's a habitual cheater because he knows that all he has to do is stay in the doghouse for, you know, 3 to 5 months, and then after that he'll be off punishment, and he can come back home and come back in the bed. And so that's why, you know, he continues to cheat, because he knows that she's never going to be serious and she's never going to stand her ground. And the only way, from Ashley's perspective, you know, she's pretty much given up all her power at this point. The only way for her to regain any power or respect is to just really go through with the divorce and finalize it, because Don, he knows that she's not going anywhere, and he loves Ashley from what I observed, but he does not respect her.
And I think that it goes deeper than their relationship. I think something has happened to Don.
Yeah, he's not ready to be committed. He's not
ready to be committed, and I think that he needs to go get help, because it's just something is just not right with him. What makes him want to do that, you know, time after time after time, and then he comes back like he's so, you know, like he didn't mean to do it, you know. He's so apologetic about it. And so,
but you keep doing the same thing.
But you keep doing the same
thing.
thing.
So are you really sorry?
Right. That leads me to believe that it's something that's off with him. We know that something is wrong with Ashley. We know that. We know she needs help, but I think Don needs help too.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, you know, that's why, you know, when I heard that clip from Plies, I was like, you know, he's spitting a lot of knowledge. And I'm sure a lot of men were upset by him saying that, because he's giving free game. But it's the truth, you know. And I think as women, we should hold ourselves in high esteem and have just as much, you know, self-respect, and have set firm standards and boundaries like men, because 9 times out of 10, you know, men, they know that they don't have to put up with a cheating woman for the most part. Now, there are some men who are in relationships where they're being cheated on a continuous basis, and
probably don't even know they being cheated on.
Right. But for the most part, generally speaking, it's, you know, typically it's placed on the woman to be more accepting of being cheated on than it is the man. Because, you know, men look at it as, well, you know, there's more women than men out here, so I don't have to put up with her. If she's not doing what I tell her to do, or if she can't get with my program, then she can move on, and I'm on to the next one. So that's why I think what Plies said, you know, it should be a wake-up call to a lot of women. Like, you know, somebody's cheating on you like that. Do they really love you, you know?
And honestly, I think Plies was really trying to help women.
Yeah.
I think in a roundabout way, I think he was.
Yeah, humor, but it was
humor,
but it was based on a lot of truth and a lot of wisdom.
And a lot of wisdom. And he does that a lot in
Right.
his Instagram posts. It's humorous, but he's giving a lot of wisdom.
Right. Right. And I think that's great. I think that's good that he's doing that. And it just, again, men know what they're doing. So there's no excuses. It just happened. I was drunk. I was this. I was that. No, you know what you're doing. And it's time we have to hold our partners accountable. Because they will hold us accountable if the shoe was on the other foot.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I always find it so interesting. And I think we as women, we should learn from men. Men, they tend to hold themselves in the highest esteem, and they tend to be very clear about what they are and what they aren't going to put up with. And even prior to me getting into my relationship that I'm currently in, and when I was dating, girl, stop. Anyway, you know that. Anyway, we already discussed this, but anyway, while I was dating, a lot of times I would ask the young men that I was dating, like, hey, do you think you could ever take your partner back for cheating on you? And 9 times out of 10 they would say no. And they would be very adamant and very firm. No. N-O. And so that just makes me, look at it like, wow, men are so firm about their standards, about what they want, what they will or won't put up with. Generally speaking, you always have those exceptions to the rule. I'm not going to negate that, but it does show you, like, as women, we need to stick to our standards, and we stop really being so afraid of being alone
and know our worth. That's what
stop
it is,
worrying about you're not going to find
alone.
nobody else, or you're not going to be as financially comfortable,
right?
So I gotta put up with this, or I've been with him for 10 plus years, so I'll be damned with somebody else getting him, and all that other bull crap. Where if the shoe was on the other foot, he would tell you to pack your bags and keep it moving.
You're hurting because he's cheated on you, and you staying in a relationship for all those other reasons, and you're not happy.
Yeah. So, again, but just to play devil's advocate, some relationships can come back from cheating.
Absolutely.
Some relationships can survive, infidelity, and that's based off of, that couple. Only they know what works
and being
best for them.
intentional about your marriage.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, things do happen, and it's not to say that you necessarily have to end your marriage. Again, that's up to you and your partner. What you all feel is best for you. Some people can come back from infidelity and can survive it, and some people cannot. But I do think, again, what Plies was saying was very, very telling.
It was.
And it just goes to show you how, as women, we really have been conditioned by society to think that we have to accept and put up with everything.
And that's just the norm.
We just have to tolerate it.
That's the normal thing,
right.
A man is
it's very
cheat
normalized.
On you.
Yeah, like you just gotta take it. Like
no,
you don't know when it's coming, but you know it's coming. You just gotta deal with it. Yeah, it's expected, and you just gotta put up with it because boys will be boys, and that's our culture. That's the society that we live in.
Right.
We tend to give a lot of passes and make a lot of exceptions for men and boys.
Right.
And on the flip side, we hold women and girls to a higher standard, whether it be socially or economically or education-wise. We hold them to a higher standard. With our girls, we're like, you need to go to school, you need to work hard. Where our boys, they can take time off to mess around in school or find themselves and not work. It's like, oh, he's a boy, he needs time. He's just finding himself. Boys will be boys. You have those different things. So, a lot of times we're willing to make more exceptions for men and boys than we are women and girls.
Yeah. So I just found, what Plies said to be profound, and I just wanted to, we just wanted to chit chat about it and see what you guys thought about it. So if you all can comment on it in the comments and let us know what you think. Would you take your significant other, or do you
back if they cheated on you,
or disrespect you in a relationship, or how do you feel about it?
And if your partner has cheated on you, does that is that equivalent to them not loving you? Essentially. And let us know what you think about, you know, that video about Plies said, you know, is that true? You know, if somebody cheats, does that mean they don't love you? Or
Right.
does that mean it's something else that you can potentially rectify and recover from in your relationship? So yeah, please let us know down in the comment section what you think. And also please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe to our